All right, people of Twitch, let's go. It's time to clean up our road sweeper. I pet my cats. I read Finn Harris's message. And now we go. This should be fast, question mark? Wait, my cats. Guys, where's Bubbles? Why is Bubbles never hanging out with you? Great. Good job, Bubbles. Love you. Oh! All right, this thing is going to be the hardest to clean right now. Let's go. And theirs are already messaging me. Pretty bad, isn't it? No? As soon as I turned the corner and saw all the revelers having fun and chucking huckleberries around, I knew I was in trouble. I had no choice but to style it out and act like I was supposed to be there. Honestly, yeah, that's a pretty good call a lot of times. Just be lucky Kevin was involved. Yeah! Hi, Rose. They made Powerwash Simulator too. I'm very excited because I love power washing. Look at this. Look at this cleaned lines being made. It's great. They also like changed the commands slightly, but you can go back to the old commands if you want to, which is always appreciated. And around this side. It's on your wish list. Nice. It is real fun. So far. I say real fun. It's exactly like the first game, which is I think what everyone expects. But it's great. I love power washing. What's going on? Okay, Finn, what's going on? It probably would have been semi alright if I hadn't panic pressed my brushes on. Oh, yeah. I don't know, I just thought, I'm driving through this parade, gotta look official. Thought it was like a fruit mixer or something. I severely underestimated the power of their sweep. Did I get all of this? Not the mud flap. I was trying. It's so hard to read their messages at the same time as like cleaning. Door's good. The mud flap is not good. Probably the back. Yep, there we go. Okay. I still abide by my always clean from top down, despite the fact that it's not helpful. He's from Detergento, which is funny. Yeah, there's like a slightly bigger map now, or at least named parts of the map now, which I think is fun. I'm gonna get behind that wheel. And there's also like shout outs to the first game, which I love. So if you paid attention to the plot of game 1, it's great. Okay, hold on. Read Finn's message. Even then, I could have probs written it out if I hadn't started waving. Dude, I don't know, I just thought I gotta own this moment. All the while down below, the brushes were creating a disaster zone of epic proportions. All right, so the brushes are gonna be hard to clean. The brushes might be hard to clean. We'll see. Yeah, I can't like power wash and read their text messages at the same time because then I miss spots. That's what I've noticed. That window is real bad, dude. But But also, if it was just like a huckleberry festival, no offense to my great people who eat huckleberries, but why is there so much dirt like caked on this window? Window looks rough. The water physics of the second game too, also like lasts a little bit longer than it did in the first game. So it's a little bit harder to see when you finished a thing because it takes water for the water to fall off of it. It takes a water. It takes a water for the water. It takes a while for the water. Side view mirror. I didn't finish the back wheel. There might be an opposite side of the wheel to clean. And I gotta do these guys. Which are rotating. Perfect. Not that bad. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, I love power washing. Power Wash Simulator is like one of the best games. It's like on par with like A Little to the Left. God, I loved A Little to the Left. What a game. Did I clean the hubcap of this one? I did not. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go under the ladder. If I come out from the ladder, I don't know the rules behind ladder bad luck. And quite frankly, I'm on the big screen. Ooh, that's exciting. Oh yeah, you guys are probably setting up for holidays. You guys doing anything special for the holidays? Or is it just usual Christmas setup? I know usual Christmas setup is like kind of fun anyway, depending on like how far in advance you decorate. I haven't like obtained decorations for really any holidays, so I don't know what holidays are going to end up looking like eventually. But I think I love decorations. Finn, my guy. Let's go. I just wanted to keep morale high, you know? I really hope no one reports this. Hyphenated. Interesting. I love my job. Every time I catch a piece of litter between my brushes, I feel like a black hole sucking in yet another galaxy. Finn, you're a little dramatic, but I'm okay with that. I'm also a little dramatic, so that's fine. A little bit, every time I say a little bit dramatic, which unfortunately is kind of often because, I don't know, I have a lot of dramatic people in my life, I'm reminded of Mean Girls because Regina George was a shirt that says a little bit dramatic on it. Also, someone is here. Back. All right, I'm back. All right, it looks like someone did take a picture of this guy's road sweeper and posted it in the group chat, which quite frankly, rude. Stop putting your neighbors on blast. Also, I noticed this looks like a Washington license plate. Very similar to the state of Washington's license plate, but c'est la vie. Decorating's going good. All the little prep things before family shows up. Yeah, that's usually it. It's like you're mostly done, and then there's just like a bunch of little things that you're like, I still got to do all of that too. I never understood windshield wipers. They never reach the whole window. Tessa here from the council. Thanks again, Rinson. My nicknames are crazy in this game. You got Finn, out of a real sticky one there. And don't worry, he's fine. In fact, he's currently telling his story to the local news networks. Interesting. Why do the local news networks? A gas station? A whole gas station? This guy's last name is Cicada. Mornin', sugar. The high muckalucks in the ivory towers of Lubri City have demanded we clean our humble gas station. Can you believe the gall of them? Yes. Yes, I can. First, they build a new interstate that reduces passing traffic to a trickle. Then they say we are an eyesore to the few still traveling on it. This town of the year things put a rocket up all their behinds. If they ain't happy with the state of the place, then they could at least put their hands in their pocket rather than expect honest folk like us to foot the bill. Anyways, you best get on. We'll be inside twiddling our thumbs and staring at the walls. I like how they're planning on just being inside of the gas station while, like, I'm cleaning it. Seems like a water leak is just going to be everywhere, but that's okay. Decorating sounds fun. One day I'm going to get into decorating, but I have to figure out how I want to decorate first because I'm a crazy person who needs things to match. So like I can't just like willy-nilly start decorating. I need a plan first. Just like my plan every time I power wash is to find all my cats. That's the limit. Okay. Hey, there's a soccer ball. Oh no. How much you want? Do I have to put it down the slide, maybe? No, that's so hard. That's insane. Down the slide, maybe. Hold on, I gotta go find my other cats first, and then I'll play with the soccer ball for a little bit. You're out here in the sand, Squeak. All right, I'm still missing a cat. Where's my last cat? This looks like a boundary line. Yep, and it is. Where's my third cat? Where's their mother? Oh, up here. No? Yes. All right, just checking the spray on these. How do I flip from horizontal to vertical? I don't remember. R? Rotate? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm going to try to push this ball down the slide and see if that's what I'm supposed to do. I can't climb this even? Come on. Pick up? This feels like cheating. Okay. Oh, it is down the slide. That was easy. Now that I can pick up the ball, it's super easy. In the first game, you can't pick up the ball and you're supposed to drop it down the slide. And it is torture for people like me. Okay, can I jump to the roof? I can. Oh. They give me scaffolding and I always try not to use it for some reason. There's something up here. A gnome. Why is he moving? Is this supposed to be indicative of wind? Where do you think the gnome is supposed to go? I'm gonna put him on top of the sign, maybe. Up here? I gotta put him somewhere. Up there seems crazy. First, we gotta make him stand. Okay, first I gotta clean the sign. I'm going crazy. Okay, let's start cleaning. I will say, like, a dirty gas station is kind of aesthetically pleasing. Like, it feels like it's supposed to be like that. But this is... But I love that Powerwash Simulator makes all the colors of the game, like, very, very bright underneath the dirt. Great aesthetic for, like, your cleaning, and you can, like, very actively see what you're cleaning. Ooh. I am terrible at walking. It's wall. The, like, also effects of this game, if you have, like, all the eye candy on, your ability to, like, see the dirt jump up as you're power washing is crazy and a little bit gross. It's especially gross. You have to clean a bathroom. That one was gross. I was like, I don't want to see the pieces of dirt jumping at me while I'm cleaning the bathroom. What is this? How dirty is this, man? What did you do to your sign? Your stuff is mismatchy. Very possessed. That's cute, though. I don't know. There's some charm in, like, mismatchy decorations. I just, like, love a cohesive setup. Cicada, my man, what's going on? Say, are you doing the whole thing over? Dude, I'm doing whatever you told me to do, which I assume is the whole thing. You know, like the doors, walls, and all those fiddly bits out front. Even the roof. I'm literally on the roof, dude. Only I ain't been up there for some time, and our boy Marvin practically lives up there. Here? He lives here. Who knows what you'll... I mean, a gnome, apparently. I don't know if what I'm supposed to do with a gnome. I'm planning on putting the gnome on top of the sign right now. Is the gnome's name Marvin? See, look at how long that watermark stays over there on the left. It takes a long time to vanish. And sometimes it just looks darker, so I'm like, is that unwashed? Can't tell. Well, I can't tell. Beautiful. Oh, man. I love seeing the bright colors come up. You have a thing for old-fashioned ceramic trees. Oh my gosh, yeah. Ceramic trees are, like, adorable. But I'm also like, I don't know what I would do with them. That's my thing, is like, I don't know what I would do. Part of me wants to, this is absolutely insane. This is the most insane idea I've ever had. Get seasonal decorations for most holidays made out of Legos. I think they look so cute and I love them, but I'm also like, I just know Legos are expensive. But I think seasonal Lego decorations would be so cute. But also, like, I don't know if I want that aesthetic for every season. I always fall off buildings. You have a bunch of them? They're so cute. Like, the designs are just so well made. Why can't I make this jump now? Thank you. Yeah, seasonal Lego decorations are adorable. My mom has not necessarily seasonal Lego decorations, but she loves the botanicals. Which makes sense because she gardens. And sometimes I go over and I'm like, hey mom, do you got any new Lego sets? Do you want them? Do you want to build them? Can I build them? Because I just love building Lego sets. But they do some seasonal things that are just like so cute. and I love them. Also, like most nerds, I have a dream of having the Lego Millennium Falcon, which is hilarious because my brother does have one. And I'm always like bothering him about it. Like, so that Millennium Falcon over there. Yeah, but then I don't know if like as a nerd, like if I did want to do like the Lego thing, do I commit to like seasonal decorations for it? Or do I do like just like a nerdy collection room would be fun. Oh, the Lego Titanic. I heard the Lego Titanic is like, well, depending on the edition of the Lego Titanic you have, it's like one of their largest sets. And I love Legos. I used to like, as a child, not like Legos as much because the Legos were my brother's and he didn't let us make builds. Like, he would get sets and loose Legos, but he would only let me and my sister play with the loose Legos. So we had to build our own things, which we still did and enjoyed quite a lot. But he was always building, like, the sets of things with instructions in the books. And I was like, why don't we get to build cool stuff? Because all the good pieces, you know, go into the sets. And that was always a concern of mine. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I should save up for some Lego sets because I quite enjoy Legos. Perfect. All right. I didn't get underneath this. Perfect. And now we're going to try to place the gnome. And this is going to take me ages. So we have to make you stand. And I think the way to stand is to drop him so that his head hits something. Yeah. So we're getting there. Yeah. Okay, now that he's standing, he's in the right position. We can place him. It's going to be hard. No. Okay, too far. Nope, he fell. Okay, try again. I spent so much time playing with the gnome. Should do it from the back. It's falling again. Is it too roundy? He's there. Ah, I fell. I'm gonna pretend the guy's name is Marvin, and that's Marvin, who they were talking about living on their roof, which is a little weird, but you know what? You do you, man. Let me up. Perfect. All right, my little Lego guy is there. We're good. Yours is the Lego it's nice. Okay, let's see. You went to the giant Lego store in London. Ooh. That sounds so fun. I want to go to I want more Legos in my life, honestly. I want to get to a point where I can have like a Lego room of just like a collection of Lego buildy things. I think that would be so much fun. I would love that. Legos are so much fun. Maybe like their headquarters in Denmark, aren't they? You'll live in Denmark and become a Lego person. That's fun. Giant Lego stores are also so much fun. I don't think I've ever been to a giant one. The biggest one I think I've ever been in is like the Disneyland one, which is still fairly large. But man, there's just something about Legos. So much like childhood joy. Almost fell off the roof again, but we're good. Stand up to get this corner. Do it later. Sweeping the roof. Clean up Marvin's home. He's going to have a great home. And also, don't knock him off the top, because I spent a lot of time getting him there. This one was 2 stories. Oh my gosh. Big Ben. I love the architecture Lego sets. They're so nice. I also love, they did like an art series that are like frames, paintings. I'm obsessed with them. I know that they're probably the worst sets to build because they have like a lot of little tiny small pieces that have to be placed very, very, very correctly. And I'm sure that is a mess and difficult and not fun. But I thought that was a cardboard box Marvin was sleeping on. It is not. It's a blanket. It's a blanket. It's a blanket. But one of the sets I'd love to do is they have one of like the Milky Way, and I am obsessed with it. I'm like, that's gorgeous, beautiful, A+. I love it. I want it so bad. Also the Great Wave. Oh, the painting, it's so cute. The blanket has little alien heads on it. This is so cute. Yes, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm like, it seems like looking at it, all the pieces are like the worst. Like they're so small and tiny and just gonna be a nightmare to actually put together, you know? But I'm also like, it's so pretty. I want it so bad. Lego sets. Legos are the key to my heart, honestly. Love Legos. I didn't realize how much I loved Legos until I was like recently playing with Legos, and I was like, this is the best. My mom got the little tiny succulent set, and I was like, can I build them? Like, because, you know, I wanted to. Just like, can I do it, please? And my parents were like, yeah. They're like, we just want to build one each, because it was like 9. And I was like, all right. So I let them choose which one they wanted to do first. And then I built the rest of them. I think I saved one for my sister too. I was like, sister can also have one to build. So they got to build the ones they wanted, and I built all the other ones. But then I was like, this is so much fun. I forgot how much fun building Legos is. You got the Great Wave, yes. Okay, it's not just me, Rose. We are the same person, you and I. It is great. Yeah, I love those Lego sets. The architecture sets are also great. My only concern is that some of them are like really big, and I'm like, storage, man. Where do you store these things? I know they just released like a Captain Jack Sparrow ship, or it's about to be released or something, and it looks really good. But like the nerd sets, I don't geek out about as much as like the architecture ones and the paintings. The paintings are so pretty. You have the architecture ones too? My goodness, Rose. Yes, you know what's up. We are Lego twins. Oh my gosh. We need to build ourselves this Lego minifigs. I need to play actually a Lego game. I know they have a lot of IP because they've made a lot of Lego games. And I really want to do, I think Lego Star Wars would be a lot of fun because I love Star Wars. And the idea that I just got to run around smashing everything with a Lego lightsaber sounds like absolutely joyous. I would love that so much. This is the only problem with cleaning the roof at an angle. Like, you clean your area that you were at really well, but then, like, you just get this, like, spray on this side. And you have to go back over it, which I'm going to do like a madman. That's perfect. I think that would also be really cute to, like, have your friends all make like Lego minifigs of themselves and then just like have them. I want all of my friends to send me a Lego minifig of them. I wonder if there's like a place, like an online website that does that. Be like, design your own little Lego minifig and we'll send you the pieces for it. Because if there was, I would send it to all my friends and be like, let me buy a Lego minifig of you. I think that would be a really cute little display. Just all your friends as little Lego people. All right, I got a bunch of little specks left over on the roof. There we go. Got some stuff left over on the blanket, probably the edges, I would assume. The crate I didn't even try to clean. Everything else looks good now. All right, the roof looks done. Roof number 2. And then we have the side roof. Get this ledge done too. Ooh, oh my gosh, that would be so fun. I would love to play the Lego games. That would be so cute. I don't think I've ever played through any of the Lego games. I know we once had one for like the Wii, but we didn't play it for some reason. I think my brother played it and that's why we had it. But like, I never got to play it and he had already beat the game. So it was mostly just us running around smashing stuff and using it to entertain our cousins when they came over. They were like, you know, just also run around and smash things to keep them entertained. And I remember one time my cousin, he was so little at the time, but in like the lobby of the game or something, all the characters just kind of walk around. And at one point he was like, who's that lady in a dress? And we were like, what lady in a dress? Like, who are you talking about? Like, go walk up to her. And he walked up to this lady in a dress and we were like, the lady in a dress, do you mean Palpatine? And because it was Palpatine. And yeah, that's who he was talking about, the lady in the dress. So now sometimes we call Palpatine the lady in the dress for fun. I don't think that little cousin, well, he's not little anymore, but I don't think he remembers this happening, which is hilarious to me. But I'll always be like, do you remember when you called Palpatine a lady in a dress? And he's like, no. I do. I do. Yeah, I feel like the Lego games are so fun. I've seen like little tiny clips of them and they look adorable, like, because they make jokes about themselves and the source material in like a really good and funny way. Like I've seen one with what was it, Lego Lord of the Rings, I think it was, in Boromir. That was great. I also like have seen a few clips from like Lego Harry Potter where they do things. My only concerns about Lego Harry Potter is, you know, free advertisement for She Who Must Not Be Named. But other than that, like, the Lego games look so cute and fun. I would also love to play a Lego game for, like, a source material that I know absolutely nothing about. I think that would be such a fun experience. Just like I have never seen the movie. I have no idea what this thing is about, but here's the Lego game for it. Because then you'll get the plot and the memes, and I think that would be a lot of fun. Perfect. If the Lego games are multiplayer, how many multiplayer are there? Because I know when we played it on the Wii, it was multiplayer, but I don't remember how many people, like, total we could have on it. And, like, it'd be super fun if you could get, like, a giant lobby of people playing Lego game. I would love that. Be like game night, but instead of Among Us, it's Lego games. That would be so fun. I don't imagine most computers could handle that, but it really depends. All right, we're gonna clean this roof with like thoroughness the first time through. It is so much more satisfying to clean thorough than it is to clean fast. For me, personally. Now I'm like, what other IPs does LEGO have? Batman? They probably have LEGO Batman games. I don't know much about Batman, I'm going to be honest. I know the basics about Batman, but I don't know any details. Lou, what's going on, my man? I'll tell you what, Sugar. Why does he call me Sugar? That's weird. You wouldn't believe the things we see coming along here now that they've opened the interstate. Anyone sneaking in or out of town comes this way, but so too do the mining trucks now. You should see the size of them. Mining trucks. I guess we do live near a volcano, but I don't think volcanic areas are particularly good for mining. It's super weird that he calls me Sugar. I don't like that. Batman, Indiana Jones! I love Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones Lego sounds so fun. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen the Indiana Jones movies in a while, but let me tell you, they come back to you so fast. Every time I like catch myself watching Indiana Jones again, I'm like, this is the best. I love Indiana Jones. I was obsessed with those movies when I was a kid. I loved the Indiana Jones movies so much. And Jurassic Park. When I was a child, that's all I watched. Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, and Star Wars. Lego Jurassic Park also sounds adorable and fun. I don't think it exists. I don't think I've ever seen any Lego Jurassic Park stuff. But it sounds adorable. Lego dinosaurs are so cute. Yes. Oh my gosh. I need a Lego game of a franchise I know nothing about would be super fun. I mean, it's also fun to get like the memes of your own, like things you already enjoy. But that would be fun. Oh, Lego Jurassic Park has all the movies. What? That's crazy. Jurassic Park, my childhood. Hey, Johnny's back. How you doing, Johnny? I'm just hanging out. We're talking about Lego movies. No, we're not talking about Lego movies. We're talking about Lego games. Lego movies. I guess Lego and movies. And other IP that I've watched, broadly speaking. See, the problem is this is hard to think of a franchise that I am not familiar with that I think there would be a Lego game for. I don't know why, but the first thought I had was The Godfather. That seems incorrect, though. I guess anything horror. I don't watch a lot of horror. I read occasional horror, but like I'll read like maybe one horror book a year. I'm not that into horror. I don't like to be scared. Scared is not an ideal emotion, in my opinion. Just gonna clean some of the front while we're up here. I don't know how far down the wall any of that went, but I'll check. Do the same thing on this side. I don't think that is a wall. I think it's just a lip. In which case, it's probably better to do it from the top than it is from the bottom. Let's try on this side. Yeah, I think that's just a lip. Should be good. I can't reach back there. What if I go this way? Yeah. Get out far enough that I can walk past it. Also, I think a horror movie as a Lego game would be really fun because it would make it less scary for me personally. I think that would kill a lot of the tension, and I think that would be great because the tension's like the thing I can't do. Like people play games and then the music changes and I'm like, absolutely not. I want no part of that. I don't want the music to change when a monster is getting close to me. I was living in blissful ignorance, thinking there was no monster. Oh gosh. This gas station is huge. I mean, it's a gas station. Bound to be big. Oh, this caked on stuff. Every time I clean something that looks electronic, I'm like, I shouldn't be power washing this. It just seems like a bad idea. Oh man, I caked on dirt. This is going to be a long clean, y'all. That caked on dirt was giving barnacles. Which, if you finished the first game, you know about the barnacles. Beautiful. Ba, 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 ba. After the holidays, yes! Oh my god, I would love that so much, Rose. That would be so much fun. I'm so excited. Also, I feel like there's so much a lower barrier into the Lego games. Like, I've been trying to play Baldur's Gate 3 forever, but it's so hard to like have a group playing together to like schedule that. And also, it's just a much more intensive game. Like, there's so much stuff you have to do for it that I'm like, this is so much to keep track of and read and be paying attention to the whole time. So I've never left the beginning area of Baldur's Gate 3. It's not happened. So this is an air conditioning unit, which I don't know if I'm technically supposed to be power washing. Like, as far as real life maintenance goes, it doesn't seem entirely like something that should be being power washed. The bottom? This whole thing? That looks like the whole thing. All right, back to the wall. Oh yeah, look at that. That dirt. That dirt. Crazy. Yeah, I've been trying to get better about like having game nights with friends, but it's like really hard. And I would love to do it more. And I think maybe that'll be my New Year's resolution, is to like actively plan game night to have with friends. But I have so many like, I guess I don't have like a lot of nightly commitments, but I have a lot of friends that will like randomly be like, now let's play. And I'm like, my dude, what if I had plans? And I usually don't, but I shouldn't keep my calendar open for like a what if situation, you know? It would be fun if we planned like a weekly or even like bi-weekly, monthly night to be like, we're gonna play Lego games, or we're gonna play Among Us, or we're gonna play, trying to think of other large multiplayer games, but I don't play that many of them. I've been playing Repo. Repo with friends is fun. Mostly because Repo is like Lethal Company, but it's taken, for me at least, the pressure off of dying. Lethal Company is hard because I feel like if I die, it's like a huge inconvenience to everyone. In Repo, it feels like, oh well. And I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the game that makes that game seem so much more chill in terms of like if I fail. But it does feel that way, which is nice. I like it. I like games where I don't have to worry about dying. Although I will say, when I am the last person alive in Repo, it is very stressful. I'm always so stressed out. There were some times when I was playing where I'm like, I am planning on dying, so I don't have to worry about anything. It's okay. I'll just die. And then I end up being the last one alive, and I'm like, oh no, it is now my job to save everyone. And that's a lot to deal with. I did it, though. The last time it happened, at least, I successfully saved everyone, and it was fine. But my goodness, sometimes. Yeah, maybe I'll ping all my Discord servers and be like, game nights? When do you guys want to do game nights? That would be fun. I would love to do more game nights with people. It's just great to hang out. Oh, and also, me and my boyfriend have been getting the itch to play D&D. So we're trying to figure out how we want to do that. I don't mind DMing, provided that everyone's okay with me being bad at it. But at the same time, it's also like, I have one campaign idea in my head, and getting the humans to be like, you know, the humans. I guess they are humans, you know, players, to be like, yeah, we'll play your one idea that you have. That seems like a bit of a sell. But then getting people and like figuring out how to do maps and stuff, I've never done that before. I write books, so in my brain I'm like, I could do this all visually with words. But I know people like the tangible. Like my sister's one request when she was like, I want to try playing D&D, was that she had to have a minifig. And I was like a real minifig, or like just something that you're moving around? And she was like, just something. And I was like, okay, we could work with that. I was like, I don't know if I can get you a real minifig and get you to paint it just for a one shot that you want to do. I mean, I can, but like, I don't know if she wants to put in that much effort because she had never played before. But she had a lot of fun with her. We used, so I have Lord of the Rings Risk. And Lord of the Rings Risk comes with essentially like however many colors there are of Risk, but only 2 sets of like figures for it, which are elves and orcs. So I chose all the different like classifications of elves that they had, and I brought like 2 of each in different colors so that my friends could choose which ones they wanted to be, because I assumed most of them would want to be an elf. And then I made all the bad guys the red orcs. And so when we played on a map that I printed, it was mostly, you know, elves and orcs. Although I don't think anyone was playing an orc. I do think there was a half elf. I know there was a halfling that everyone got jealous of at least once because they're lucky. As far as I'm concerned, I play halflings a lot because I love them. But everyone, you know, there's always that one point in the game where you roll a nat 1 and it's like the worst. And then a halfling comes along, rolls a nat 1, and they're like, haha, I get to roll again. And it's great. So that's usually me when I play D&D. But everyone got their own set of dice. They all got their own little mini guy. And they had a good time. It took way longer than I thought it would, but also I was playing with a group of people who had never played before. And I really enjoyed that little tiny amount of DMing, despite the fact that there was a lot of stuff that was planned that just didn't come to fruition because the players were completely new, so they didn't really know the mechanics of the game enough to be like, you know, look around and do stuff. They were just like, break everything. I was playing with a team of lynx, and honestly, it was fun. They enjoyed it, so that's all that really matters. I did have to fudge one roll because I didn't want to completely crush their spirits, but there was a time where I had like turn order behind the DM screen, you know? And I fudged turn order so that they were fighting a dragon. And I didn't want this team of people who had just played before just to get completely wiped by this dragon. And this dragon had rolled a nat 20. And my players knew, based on my reaction, that someone had rolled a nat 20. And I was like, oh, no, turn order's wrong. It's not the dragon. It was this other guy who is running away. And they were like, oh, and you could like feel the relief in the air. But I was like, I'm not mean enough that I'm going to crush my players' hopes and dreams on like, you know, their very first game, because then that would like put them off the experience. So I fudged turn order so that they could have a more enjoyable experience, and I think they did. I think they really liked it. Especially since my sister was like, we should do that again. And it's actually my sister who gave me the idea for coming up with a plot for. See, here's the thing, is like I can take an idea and run with it, but I'm bad at coming up with like just a fresh idea. My sister's idea, because we were playing with her friends that we go to Disneyland with a lot, she was like, I want to do like a Disneyland D&D. And I was like, I can work with that. I can work with like essentially Kingdom Hearts set in Disneyland. So I've been writing that campaign for a while. I like start it and then like come off of it for a while just because I'm like, I have to make all the assets for this game. And so I did a lot of work for it a few years ago, but part of me is like, I could run this. I think I could happily run that game. I don't have enough yet. I still need to like make some stuff for it, but is this still dirty up here? I thought it was water. Oh, okay. So I need to make more stuff for that game, but I think that game would be really fun to run. Even if I did run it like twice concurrently with 2 groups of friends. It is just Disneyland specific. So I don't know how into it people would be if they aren't as familiar with Disneyland. Especially because I am very familiar with Disneyland. My sister and I used to have annual passes and we would go all the time. And that was chaos. It was chaos. We had calculated how much we had to go to not only make our annual pass worth it, but to like actively cost Disney money in like the amount of discounts we were being given. So suffice it to say, we went a lot, and I learned a lot about Disneyland in those many, many trips. And because of that, I have an excellent working knowledge of where things are in the park, which means that for the campaign, there are a lot of things that are like very, very specific to Disneyland that a lot of people probably won't know. But I feel like regardless, if you're a person who is like used to just playing D&D, just treat Disneyland like you would any world, like fresh new D&D world, and it's the same thing. So I think that would be fun to play regardless of people's knowledge, but I know that some people just don't really like Disney stuff as much and they wouldn't enjoy it. Whereas my sister very clearly loves Disney stuff and would, like, obviously she requested the game. It was kind of made for her. But I think it would be super fun to run that campaign. And one day I'm going to sit down and finish making those assets so that I can do that. Run that campaign for her. And then also figure out maybe a couple of other things to do. Running D&D campaigns, the amount of stuff you have to make for it just for your players to do not what you expect is a lot. And then you have to, like, you know, really be able to think on your feet, which is, it's all improv. A new job is available. Parky. Dirt Finder. It's Park Warden. I hear you're back in business. We're in a bit of a fix. The recreation grounds, the bandstands, filthy dirty. Filthy dirty. Sure would appreciate your help. I like that they send me pictures and text messages now. I don't think they did that in the first game. It is kind of nice to be able to, like, see, like, if this was like an actual business, right? If someone messaged you and they were like, hey, I need you to clean this. It's this thing. And you're like, yeah, let me give you a quote for that. and you don't really know what it is because you can't see it, like, it's nice that they send pictures. That makes sense for my business. My power washing business. Beautiful. A faucet? I couldn't even see this faucet here. Yeah, I would love to allocate my time so that I can spend time writing and running D&D campaigns, and also playing more games with friends. D&D included. Like, I have friends who would play D&D with me. But getting all of that scheduled, I know, is usually the hardest part. It is by far the hardest thing about adulthood, is scheduling everything. You don't realize how much stuff you need to schedule. And it's like, it is so much easier when you do schedule things, because then you know when things are happening. But I'm also like, you know, I know there's something behind you, shovel. Jump on the ice stand just to clean behind the shovel. You got it. I got the wall. Did I clean the faucet? No. Well, partly. I just don't know when I'm actually shooting the faucet. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. All right, now the back wall. Also, this garage is a play area. This is not a garage. This gas station. It's a gas station. The gas station is a play area, which I think is super fun. But also it sounds like a little bit of a nightmare if you're like, you know, doing a quick stop at a gas station and then someone's like, the kids are like, I want to go play in playground. And you're like, for how long? We're on a road trip, you know? Unless, do these people just like hang out at gas stations? I would like to know the lore of this gas station. Also, did someone like spray paint? No, that's just decorative. Okay, I was like, am I gonna have to power wash off this little cactus decoration? Maybe. I'm gonna have to power wash that. See, I'm like, that spot. Is it a spot? Is it part of the mural? I think it's part of the mural. It looks like a sun. In the mural. I want to figure out if there's a Lego game IP that I've never played before, or I'm not familiar with at all. That would be. I would love to have my first experience of a pop culture thing be through a Lego game. I think that would be super fun. I'm like much more thorough when I power wash up and down, but I also just love doing side to side more. Back up a little bit. Oh my gosh, is it a happy cactus? That's so cute. My gosh, this is the cutest cactus. It reminds me, I know it's not correct, but it reminds me of the cactuar from Final Fantasy. And every time I'm reminded of the cactuar from Final Fantasy, I want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 again. I can't. I'm still playing through the first game. I'm almost done with the first game. I'm more than halfway through it on stream. We're at Ursula. And one day I'll get back and fight Ursula. And that'll be fun. Did I clean that wall? I did. Okay. I was just like abruptly couldn't remember. See what's going on. Lego Star Wars works through share play. Yeah, lag issues. That's probably the biggest issue with like almost all share play and online gaming, broadly speaking. Like I play a lot of League of Legends, not recommended. But when you lag out of a fight, oof, not fun. Not fun. This door cleaned. This is a bathroom. This is the fanciest door for a gas station bathroom. Being behind the handle is always the hardest part. All right, let's finish up the mural. Shoot to the side, side, side. This would be crazy. I'm so much worse at getting the lines right next to each other, side to side. You saw how good I was at vertical lines. Horizontal lines are just so much harder to do. I don't know why. Lose back. Some of these rigs, what pass by, what? Might as well call them drivable houses. They're as big as one. You feel them before you see them. I think I feel one now. Is something going to drive by? I'm allowed into the street? How far down the street can I go? That far. I feel like this should be on this side of the street. Is something going to drive by? I don't want to miss it. I'm cleaning the back of the house. This isn't a house. I'm cleaning the back of the gas station. Oh, look at it. They have a seatbelt law. Very good. Look at it. They even wrote the penal code for the seatbelt law on the sign. All right. Well, I'm not seeing anything drive by, so I think I'm going to continue back of the house until Lou texts me again. I have a feeling that the pacing stuff of the game is triggered to like my percentages done. Did you see? I just jumped clean over that picnic table and onto the second one. I swear, Powerwash guy is like an Olympian jumper. Jumper? What's the one where you jump really far? Long jump. Long jump. Powerwash guy is like, I'm gonna have to wash like at this angle so I can see if anything comes by. Which means I guess I do the sidewall next. Maybe it'll come by at like 30%. Because I gotta do the top, and that's gonna mean that I can't look at the road. Ooh, that dark dirt is real bad. I don't want to miss something on the road. Last game, I almost missed things multiple times because I have like massive ADHD and I was just not paying attention. Like, I would have missed so many things in the first game if I didn't have someone in my chat literally being like, you have to pay attention now. Honestly, shout out Marty Charlie. Marty Charlie got me to actually notice half the things in that game because I was about to like go run off and be distracted by something, and they were like, wait, go look. Checking out the road, seeing if I missed anything. All right, nothing's happening. Got the top done. Line all the way down. Is something going to drive by? Did they program that into the game? What is this? A payphone? Payphone. Will he text me when something's going to drive by? I don't want to miss it. I'm like power washing with my hand over here, just like moving, but like looking at the road. I'm going to miss so many spots. This is a terrible idea. On a wall, too. Nothing against walls, but walls are kind of a nightmare power washing. Alright, I gotta get to the top of this thing. Okay, got the whole payphone. So just make weird walls. I think that's the whole payphone. Keep going across. Lost view of the road. Power wash at a bad angle so I can keep sight of the road. This table gets in my way. He said he heard something coming. Surely the game wouldn't. Oh my gosh, Killer, you're back. I was just talking about you the other day. I was telling chat about your hack for cleaning walls and floors super fast. You sensed it? Nice. All right, I have to not clean the walls correctly or the fast way because I am... Someone just texted me and said that they heard something coming down the road, and I want to see it happen when it does. So I've been paying attention, or trying to pay attention, and that has been hard. I keep missing spots because I'm watching the road and not what I'm power washing. I've been pretty good, even better since Power Wash Simulator 2 came out. I love this game. So many callbacks to the first game. I don't know if you've played it yet and what you know yet, so no spoilers, but like there's a few callbacks to the first game, which I always love. The plot is interesting and it is growing if you're a plot guy. A lot of fun things to power wash. New toys. I'll leave it at that. New toys. So when you get to it, you'll get to have some fun with some of the new toys they've included in the game, which I have already played technically, or I've seen some of them. Yeah, some new toys that you get to play with. That sounds naughty. Power washing toys? Question mark. New power washing toys. Yeah, they've added some fun new additions to this game that I've really enjoyed so far. I think they've done a great job on it. A lot of like the, what's the right word for it? The like, oh, my one piece of beef with the game is the my text messages. I don't know how I'm supposed to go back and read them if I miss them. And I wasn't paying attention to some of my early ones. We're gonna do this fast. I can't do it fast. There's a dark spot. Okay, fine. We're gonna do this way. So I can watch the road. I can't go back and look at my text messages. I don't know how. I've tried like 5 times, and I even like tried to look it up on Reddit because I was like, how am I supposed to go back and read my messages? And the answer is you can't. Although the answer for me is I can, because I've been streaming all of Powerwash Simulator too, so I should just go back and watch my VODs if I want to read my text messages that I miss. But in game, there's no way to go back and read messages, which, let me tell you, is a problem. I have the ADHD problem where I concentrate too hard on one thing at a time. And then I miss things, including text messages, which is both true in real life and video games, apparently. So, yeah, I don't know how to go back and read my messages. Like, that opens up my task list, and then, like, where's my phone? Save, restart. There are these messages, which he sent before, but nothing on, like, how to read the ones you get when you're in the middle of a job, which has been, I would like to read my text messages. All right, we're gonna run around. Nothing has driven by. Do this wall now, so we can also have a view. I was gonna do the playground, but I can't do the playground if I want to keep an eye on the road. I want to stand on this barrel. It's a decent view of the road, but I can't get, maybe from over here. I want to keep watching the road. Try to do the top fast so I can get a view of the road. If something drives by and I miss it, I'm gonna be so sad. And I feel like this game is like, I guess there's probably someone out there who's already finished the game. I took a break to play 100 games of League, which has been fun, question mark? It was nice to learn a new champion, but let me tell you, 100 games of League really takes it out of you. Especially when you do it straight. I didn't take any breaks. Haven't seen it in a decade. Oh yeah, man. Nah, things are good. Things are good. Just mostly been chilling, playing games, you know. Made new Christmas treats for my friends this year. That was fun. I've just been hanging out, trying to keep things chill. Ultimately, like, that's my goal, is I just want to chill and have a good time. I wrote a book, which isn't a surprise to anyone who knows me. I write books all the time for fun. None of my books are published, in case you were wondering. But I have written a few novels, just like for fun. I do it every November. Or at least most Novembers. I think I took one November off in the middle of the pandemic because I was like, this is terrible. Life, broadly speaking. So I've taken a few occasional Novembers off, but like mostly, yeah, I write at least a book a year, which is in a month because I'm a psychopath. I only do it in a span of 30 days. So I had finished my book in November, and that was low-key stressful because I was traveling at the end of the month, like you do for, you know, holidays if you're American. But, yeah, it was really hard for me to be like, I'm visiting family. Hold on, guys. Let me go sequester myself in a room and write. And I didn't want to do that to them. So instead, I pretended things were completely normal while I was hanging out with them all day and like trying to be very present and involved in listening the whole day. And then at nighttime, I would just be like, pull out my laptop. I need to write 2,000 words before bed in the span of like an hour and a half. Which it happened. It happened. I finished. The book is done. It's not good because they never are. If anyone's ever done NaNoWriMo, yeah, they're never good books, but they are finished books. So that's what I have. I have a really, really bad first book. Yeah. This book, I think, definitely reads the least clean than the other books I've written for NaNoWriMos. But I think if edited, it will be really nice if I ever get the motivation to do that. Unfortunately, I don't think it's like the best book I've written. I still like some of my earlier books better. So if I am going to spend time editing anything this year, it's probably going to be one of those early ones. Look it! There's a car! Something did drive past. Oh, I'm not. I was going to say, what if I was in the street when it happened? I caught it! I got to watch the car! Okay, I'm so excited. I was going to be so mad if I missed it. I got stuck. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, we saw the car. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I didn't miss the car driving past and I actually heard it happening, or else I would have missed it. And I was right. It did happen at 30%. But also, it's been a while, Lou. How did you hear that car? He was a ways away when you texted me that he was coming. Also, that car looked like a cement truck, question mark? I think that's what they are. I'm not good at identifying cars. It's one of the things that, like, 2-year-old boys are way better at than I am. They can identify most cars. Not a skill that I have. But yeah, finished my novel. It's in A shape. Not great. It's probably one of the only ones that I haven't immediately been like, yeah, someone could read this. I don't think someone could read that and know what's going on because there were so many things in it that, like, became a thing while I was writing it. So it's not very cohesive at all. It's gonna need a few passes before it gets to a point where I'm like, yeah, someone could read this. A lot of my earlier books, I'm actually like pretty chill about people reading because I'm like, no, it's in a state where it makes sense. Oh, also the soccer ball. If you're still here and you remember the soccer ball from the first game where you have the task to put the soccer ball down the dinosaur slide, way easier in this game because you can lift it up. You can just place the soccer ball right in front of the slide and then zap it down the slide. And then you get the achievement for it. Right? That's cheating. Okay, that's what I thought too. I felt like I was cheating doing it. The soccer ball starts right here, by the way. So even then shooting it just here, not that bad. In the other game, you have to like push it up the slide. It's just, oh my gosh. It was such a mess. Yeah, but you can lift the soccer ball in this game, which I had some feelings about. But also, I guess it is what it is. Soccer ball. Lou's back. Are you going to talk to me about the truck? No, that ain't it. That thing might as well have come out of a piñata. Oh no, these things are much bigger. Okay, so another car is going to pass. Lou, you're keeping me on my toes. I'm waiting for like an absolute giant like RV to pass by. But that was a cement truck and it was pretty large. Like cement trucks are big trucks. Is he just talking about like an 18-wheeler? Because no offense, Lou, I've seen an 18-wheeler before and I'm not like that impressed by them. Are most people impressed by them? I'm expecting like something gargantuan to be coming out of this, like down the road. I don't know. Lou's made this thing that passes by to be like absolutely huge. Like a dinosaur truck? A monster truck? I cleaned a monster truck in the first game. What if it's the monster truck from the first game? Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. But also I feel like Lou knows about that monster truck. I love the red nozzle. Oh, also this is the starting power washer. How do I get to power wash purchase menu? Shop. Power washers, power washers. Yeah, so you start with this one, which is the same as this one, I assume. And then we can get all the way up to, I want this one. Ooh, that looks good. I'm nowhere near at enough money to buy it. You're supposed to, like, you know, upgrade as you go. But I still haven't decided, give me my nozzle back. I still haven't decided if I'm going to play this game on the first power washer the whole way through or not. I would do it. I would do it for the meme. I would do it just to commit to the bit, you know? I'm that kind of person. But I'm also like, I don't know if I should. The first game didn't even have an achievement for it. But what if the second one has an achievement for it? And I don't know, because I don't look up achievements before I play games. What, you don't want me to do the pyramid with the baby power washer again? I got through it. It took me 5 days, but I got through it. You know what's funny is on the pyramid, I even like attempted to cheat. I was like, help me, friends. My boyfriend, I was like, can you come and help me? And then he didn't really do a huge amount. He mostly played with the gnome, if I remember correctly. He was like, I'm gonna go play with the gnome. And I was like, my dude, you were supposed to be helping me power wash this because I was trying to finish on a deadline. And he played with the gnome the whole time. So, yeah. That definitely happens. Part of this, it's so hard to find the dirt spots on the wood. There we go. There we go. Whoa. Okay, none of these slats pinged, which makes me think that they got to ping together, which means that I probably have to climb up there again and give them another wash. Beautiful. Also, I get stuck so often that I just jump places. Well, that's part of the railing I missed. Never did the floor. Intentionally. Oh, I'm supposed to clean off the spray paint. Lol. I was like, that's a nice swirl decoration that they've decided to add for the children. No, it's in fact graffiti. It is graffiti. Get that all cleaned up for me, please. Thank you. And then we clean this guy at point blank, apparently. Got the railing. That post is probably like more on the bottom situation. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this also has graffiti on it? Is all the blue supposed to come off? I think all the blue is supposed to come off. See, I would never be able to clean this off as fast without the red power washer nozzle. Like, the nozzle makes it. Oh my gosh, the side of this. Oh, there we go. I gotta do the other side. No, I don't have to do the other side. Nice. let's keep moving on to the bridge. Every time I walk, I need to like lock my camera because I'm bad at walking with the camera loose. But then when I power wash, I need to have the camera loose. Like, it's just way easier. What games have you been playing lately, Killer? Anything new come out that's good? I'm always looking for new games. I'm looking for new games that are especially like multiplayer. I want more games to play with friends. Playing games with friends is so much fun. Long story games. See, those are my solo games. That's what I want in a solo game. Like, give me your Legend of Zeldas for by myself. I'm not big on action games, I will say. Or not action, sorry. Action's the wrong word. The war games are the ones I'm not big on. I do like an action game. I want to fight things. Because I don't fight people in real life, you know? Killing Floor 3. I've heard about that. I made a joke about it. About how many floors are there? Like, are you in a tower? Is it like a battle tower situation? I know nothing about this game. You really liked it? That's good. Does it hold up to the first two? I imagine. Cutting zombies with katanas? Nice. I don't know if I could do a zombie game, personally. The game I've been wanting to play, or rather, sorry, the game my sister asked me to play. Oh, what? Did I never finish cleaning this post? Oh my gosh. Terrible. My sister asked me to play through The Witcher for her because she really likes the TV show. Although now that Henry Cavill is no longer part of the TV show, she's like, meh. But I might still play The Witcher. Zombie killing, melee versus guns. I would go gun. I don't want zombies to get close to me, even in a video game. I would go gun, and I would be bad at it, I would assume. I'm assuming this is the first-person shooter, so I would probably be bad at it. Wait a second. I think I have seen someone play this game before. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit, it sounds familiar. All right, I think I got the inside of the cactuses done pretty well. I apparently missed one speck on the floor that I just got. So we'll do the top of the slide, and then we'll go down and do the underside. Oh my gosh, this slide is filthy! Firebug class. Firebug class. Interesting. I don't play almost any games that involve guns. Gun games are always first-person shooter games, and they make me so dizzy. I can't do it. Floor 3. I'm trying to think of the last gun game I enjoyed. It was probably Resident Evil. And it was probably Resident Evil on the PlayStation 2. Oh, the bullets set fire. And there's a pool of fire on the ground when you hit enemies. That sounds... Is there friendly fire? Like, can you walk through the fire or no? Because if you can't walk through the fire, I would have a huge problem playing this game. Because I would walk through the fire all the time and just get burned. I would take fire damage. You can walk through and just... Okay. Sometimes there's games where you're like, thank goodness there's no friendly fire. But then if you're playing like with people who are like bad at the game, you're like, sometimes I wish there was friendly fire. And it's always kind of fun to have those moments, even though it is also very frustrating. But let me tell you, the number of times I wish I could just get someone out of my way by harming them. In video games, I should point out, in video games. The number of times I've attempted to kill Donald and Goofy in Kingdom Hearts is not 0. Fwah. Other cactus. Doing half the cactus at a time. This is just because of my brain going crazy. No. Outlast Trials. Is that part of the same game or is that a different game? I know Outlast is a game, isn't it? That game's freaky. Different game. Got the cactus. What? Game. Get off my screen? Thank you. I pressed the button once on accident and then it just got stuck there. Crazy. Side of the bridge is dirty. I can fix that. Well, beautiful. I love the dings. I live for the dings. I'm just trying to think of other shooters I've played. I've mostly only played shooters on like arcade mode because they're usually my brother's games and I am not good at them. He wouldn't let me play them. So I mostly played them like on arcade mode afterwards. When we were little, we used to play Perfect Dark. That was fun. Mostly because we were all pretty small, so we were all pretty bad at the game. And that made it nice, fun, easy, friendly. But once we got older, my brother kept playing shooters and I started playing like RPGs. It got a lot harder to keep up with him. Same with like fighting games. Like we would play Mortal Kombat as children and that was always like nice and fun and easy. But then as I got older and I stopped playing fighting games and my brother kept playing fighting games, it became a very different situation when we would play against each other. I thought I saw a speck of dirt up there. Did. Outlast. I'm trying to think of anything I know about Outlast, and I don't think I know anything about that game. It sounds cowboy-y. That's all I got. Completely opposite. Okay, what's the opposite of cowboys? Aliens? Question mark. Oh, it's like Resident Evil and horror. Okay, okay, okay. I can vibe with those vibes. I don't play those vibes because I'm afraid of everything. Just gonna clean this. I'm trying to get on top of the cactus so I can clean. There we go. Got it. Now I need to get under the cactus to clean the inside. And the edge. My goodness. Not what I was aiming for in the slightest. How much of this cactus is still dirty? He looks clean to me. Oh, is it that? Looked dirty. Edges, the bottom. I don't know where the cactus is still dirty. I don't want to push the dirt button because there's so much dirt still everywhere. It's gonna freak me out. Cactuses are still dirty somewhere. I will say Resident Evil games I can kind of do just because I like know more about Resident Evil, just like broadly speaking. But I'm still like, I don't want to play a Resident Evil game, you know, it's gonna scare me. I get scared so easily. And then I'll have nightmares. And even though I can kind of control my nightmares, it's still scary. Like, I don't want to wake up like that. You just have a hard time with zombies, I think. There's so much, like, noise involved when you fight a zombie or play a zombie game that is so, like, specific to the zombies themselves. And that just creates a lot of anxiety for me. So I can't really do zombies. Okay, I think that side of the slide is good. Unfortunately, I still don't know what part of the cactus is dirty. I thought I did such a good job cleaning this. Do the edges again? He looks so good. Is it on top? Did I miss a top spot somewhere? Around the arms, perhaps? No, they look good. Oh, right there. Goodness gracious. Probably couldn't see it because of the shadow. Okay, well, I got it, but that wasn't the part, the whole thing. Ah! Block camera so I can jump on the cactus. Okay, it was the top part. So this one's also the top part? Yes, it is. I can see it. Cleaning like this, people who clean in Powerwash Simulator with the camera locked, how do you do it? I'm like already getting a headache and I just did that for 2 seconds. I am both impressed and confused. It hurts my brain. Like, I have to do it just for walking around. Is this my just state of being? I'll play a first-person shooter game as long as there's no combat involved. You just have to look around so much when there's combat, and I can't do it. Even in Minecraft, I get overwhelmed. I'm like the worst Minecraft player in the world, except for I'm decent at the game only because I don't interact with things. Like, I'll survive, but that's also because I won't take risks. I'm like only just learning how to not be afraid of water in Minecraft. And let me tell you, that's a hard journey for me. That's a really hard journey for me. I once like fully screamed because I fell into a tiny block of water in Minecraft. Let me be clear, 1 block deep 4x4 patch of water in Minecraft, and I screamed. I'm like slowly getting over my fear, my video game phobias. It's a process. It's gonna take a while. Is that not dirt? I can't tell if it's dirt or if it's a shadow. Just gonna pretend it's a shadow and move on. Okay. All right, now there's some part of the slide that I've missed. Does the game get brighter just because like you're cleaning things so it's brighter, or is it just like there's clouds? What part of the slide did I miss? Oh, right here. Okay. There another, oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Okay, okay. I think that's all of the playground. That's the tire in the background. I was like, something's flashing. Except for the floor, but I usually do floors last. So I'm going to save the floor, and I guess we'll move on to the stack of tires. It takes 2 flashbacks. Okay, man. I wasn't expecting there to be water in that game. And then everyone was like, don't worry, the water's safe. And then the water was not safe. Not safe water. I think if I ever wanted to, like, I never go into a game thinking I'm gonna 100% it, so I don't, like, actively try. I'm just like, I play a game for fun first. But if I play in a game that's, like, super plot-driven, I think I would need to go in knowing the achievements first if I wanted to 100% it, or else I would have absolutely no desire to go back and play through all of the levels again just to get the achievements. Like, that would make the game less fun for me. I think I did it in, oh, what was the Final Fantasy VII remake? Where I was like, surely I can go back and get the achievements for this game. And then it was like, you have to play through the whole section of the game again. And I was like, I'm not doing that. That was too much. Each tire is its own thing. That's crazy. Okay. Insanity. Each tire has its own meter. Which I guess is nice for knowing which tire you're missing, but like, oh my gosh. You got no one to play It Takes Two with. I would volunteer, except for I had a very hard time on certain levels, and I don't think you want to be subjected to that. Not as hard of a time as I had on Split Fiction, where I literally had to force my boyfriend to play part of a level for me because I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I tried so many times. He had to wait for me for so long, and then eventually I was just like, my dude, you're gonna have to do this yourself if you want us to progress. It was so hard. Oh man, we had a rough time. Maybe you find. Oh man, I was so bad. It was awful. And then It Takes Two. Again, I don't know how well I'd be able to play just achievement hunting, just because of how chapter driven it is. And the jumping around, that would frustrate me. I feel like if I was going to play It Takes Two for achievements, I want a list of the achievements in the order they are to be achieved and just play through the whole game again. I could probably do that. But if I'm just achievement hunting and like very specifically jumping around to hit an achievement, that I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm not the person for you. Here's a can. It's a cup. Ooh, dice. Those dice cleaned so fast. Every time I clean something in like one click, I'm always like, I think of the achievement from the first game. What was it? Was it 98% no dings? That was low-key torture. Okay, this side of the barrel, this side of the barrel. I'm gonna make the craziest lines around this barrel. Just cleaning the edges. Barrel. I like how this is called barrel crate. Like it is the crate that belongs to the barrel. Yeah, I don't know. Once I finish a game, I just really can't jump around through it anymore. It's just not as satisfying to me. Even like, I think it's because one, I don't really care about achievements, but also there's something about like a plot game, like a game where it's really plot dependent, that I want the plot. I want the plot every time. Like like Pokemon's got a really good post-game value in that you can jump around and kind of do whatever for like training and Battle Tower and stuff like that. And I like that aspect of the game. But again, Pokemon's not achievement driven, so I can kind of chill. I'm trying to think of a game where I did achievements. And I can't really think of one. Are you heading off? Oh, yeah, lots to prepare. Enjoy. Have a good one. We'll catch you later, I hope. Happy Chrysler. Merry Festivus. Whatever celebration of choice you're having. Is Happy Chrysler from Die Hard? I feel like it's from Die Hard. I don't know why I feel like it's from Die Hard. It's not from Die Hard. That's just the Chrysler building in Die Hard. Buon Natale from Italy. I'm probably pronouncing that way wrong. I do not speak Italian. All right, have a good one. Enjoy your holiday. I actually might be heading out soon too. I think I'm going to do maybe the benches and that guy, and then I'll finish the rest of this later because it's a lot. And as per usual, I'm getting hungry. And also my game just froze while I was mid-jump. Opening times always. Yeah, I think I'm going to do benches and then this guy, and then we'll tackle the rest of the gas station and the floor later. And that might put us at 50%, which just goes to show how much floor there is. But also, it is a gas station. I was just hoping that at the next 10% we'd see another car drive by. And I'm almost there, so I'm trying to get to 40% before this stream is over. But I'm also getting hungry, which is usually when I end my streams. I gotta go eat. Lou! Just you hold your horses. They'll be along. Okay, so we're still rating on that car. I'm thinking 50%. So I'm like low-key trying to hit 50% so I can see if there's another car while I'm still thinking about it. Because if I stop mid-wash and I forget what Lou has told me, especially since there's no way to go back and read my text messages, how am I going to remember that I'm supposed to be looking for a car? Like a giant car, according to Lou. Lou's talking about this car like it's a behemoth. Behemoth is one of those words that I like. If I'm saying it myself as a thing, I know what I'm saying. If I'm reading it, wrong every single time. And that's because when I first read the word behemoth, it was not said to me, so I had no idea how that word was pronounced. All right, what color are these guys supposed to be? Oh, it's the whole frame. So, bench. And then we'll try to hit the frame. This frame. Really got to hit it from like 4 angles too. See, I'm like, you look good to me. So this, I thought that was a shadow. It is a shadow? I can't tell. I mean, the other side's black too. All right, I don't know what it was, but I got it. That's all that matters. I'm still low-key mad about being able to pick up the soccer ball. Yes, it makes the achievement easier, but like, I feel like that's not the point of an achievement, you know? I never did get the achievement on the first game. I think I needed a friend to like help me lift the soccer ball up ramp. But also going up the slide is way different than going down the slide. Like I think even lifting this ball, I would have a hard time getting it up the slide. Oh man. Oh man. Beautiful. I love the ding. The ding sound, so satisfying. Could you imagine? I mean, I guess it's like kind of the same as like when you're building a Lego set and every time you put in a piece and it makes the click. Oof. Feels good. Excuse me, where are you? Oh, I didn't do the top of you. I was like, this one isn't dinging. One got it, that one got it, and somewhere on this bench frame. We're just gonna power wash like a psychopath because I don't know where it's dirty. There, apparently. Nice. All right, yeah, I don't think this is gonna get me to 50%. Because it was like starting the bench as I was at 40. Yeah, no way. Might have to do some floor to get to 50. Oh, and then it's not going to be the right car again, probably, and I'm going to have to get to like 80 to see the right car. That's going to be so hard. Goodbye, soccer ball. Sorry, I'm cleaning a bench. I'm going to have such a hard time. I'm not going to remember. I'm so concerned. But I'm also getting so hungry. I don't want to like keep power washing just to see a car, you know? There is food to be had. Right, down under. Down under. Gosh, this bench is so dirty. Come on, bench. Let's go. Okay, I got that. Never finished this bench seat, and I don't even know which part of it. Oh, that part of it. Found it. Okay, one frame. So hard to hit. All right, bench is done. I guess we'll do the trash can. The trash can shaped like a little cactus too. This is so cute. I have to clean the inside of the trash can. That's going to be a nightmare. No, okay, thank goodness. Perfect. 44%. Yeah, so this thing should get me to 50, maybe, I hope. And I also probably didn't do that corner. I did these from the top. You know, missing them makes sense. Nice. Okay. I think I'm going to do this. See, I'm like, I have to power wash this little battery. And that sounds like a bad idea. That sounds like something you shouldn't be power washing. And the cable. Which the cable makes more sense to be washing. But the battery feels wrong, man. Okay. Can I make that jump? We're going to try. But then if I fall, I'm not going to try again. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to put the gnome back if I stop power washing. Okay. Bye. Sprint. Jump. Ooh. Oh, okay. I stopped pushing the forward button. I'll try one more time. That was on me. I literally stopped mid-jump. Why can't I make this jump? Okay. Sprint button. Go jump. Okay, maybe I just can't make the jump. Wait, but from here, can I jump? Hey, okay. I just wanted to make sure I can hit the top of the cactus instead. It's top parts, you know. And now I am also perfectly poised, if this happens to get me 50%, to look around for any cars passing by. Any houses on wheels that Lou has been talking about. Got a light. Doing the little small things is so satisfying. Just all the biddings in a row. Do you think people in deserts like actually like cactuses, or do they just like feel that they have to decorate with cactuses because they're in a desert? They're like, people are in a desert, they expect to see cactuses. If we don't have a cactus, then we're like off brand or something. I always feel like so many people's choices are dictated by just like their location, which is definitely true to an extent, but I'm also like, what if you're from the middle of the desert but you just like the beach motif? It's like, too bad, you're in a desert, gotta decorate with cactuses, no beach stuff for you. If there's no cacti, are you really in the desert? I mean, I feel like the last time I drove through a desert, there weren't that many cacti, but there were a lot of Joshua trees. Which is weird that they're called Joshua trees. I was going to say who named the Joshua trees, but it's probably some guy named Joshua. Makes sense. But I'm also like, I don't know, out in the middle of nowhere. I just had a road trip a while back, and we were like actively searching for tumbleweeds. And I think we didn't see any. And I was like, I thought there were supposed to be tumbleweeds out here. I was like, I don't know. I've seen a couple tumbleweeds before, but like not a huge number of them. Maybe they're just less common than I thought. Or maybe they're more common than I thought and we were just in the wrong area. I don't know. I felt like there should have been tumbleweeds. I had tumbleweed expectations. Why am I so slow? How low of a crouch am I in? The dings on the light bulbs. Any of the cactus's flower. Does it say Lone State? Isn't that a Texas thing? Lone Station, not Lone State. I was like, are we in Texas? Texas doesn't have any volcanoes that I know of. Probably not. There's no fault lines here. Where would there even be a volcano? No, that doesn't make sense. Volcanoes, but like the Washington flavored license plate makes kind of sense for volcanoes. They have volcanoes. Don't they? I feel like they have volcanoes. You better look up if there's volcanoes in Washington State. I feel like they do. I feel like Mount Rainier is volcanic, but I might be making that up completely. I've only been to Mount Rainier once and don't think I asked anyone if it was volcanic or paid attention to that particular detail. If it was. It's just such a large mountain. In my brain, I'm like, surely that's a volcano. All these lights dinging individually makes me think that I missed one. Because I was not paying attention. Cactus arm. Oh no, I don't think the cactus is gonna get me to 50%. Series of earthquakes around Washington State near volcano. Washington State has 5 major active volcanoes in the Cascades. Yes, I knew it. Mount Rainier, yes. Mount St. Helens. Okay, I briefly thought St. Helens was in California. So that's my bad. It's Mount Whitney that's in California, no? Mount St. Helens, Mount Baker, Glacier Peak, and Mount Adams. Okay, so this could be Washington, except for now I'm questioning why Washington has a desert. I don't think Washington has a desert, and I'm pretty sure about that one. It's pretty wet up in Washington. I actually kind of like Washington as a state. I've only been there once, but it was enjoyable. Can I just jump onto the cactus? Do you think I can jump? Yeah. I need to get to the top of that sign. Let's do it jumping. There's part of the sign that's started. Oh, the bottom probably. Yep. I always forget about the bottoms of things. I was like, surely in Washington has volcanoes. It's in the Ring of Fire. It's got to have volcanoes. All right, we're going to have to clean 2% of like the floor. Just to see if we can see another car pass at 50%. If not, I'm going to forget. And then the next time I stream, hopefully Lou reminds me before the next car comes by. Maybe we'll just clean this curb. I think this is a curb. And we'll see if that does it. Red nozzle. Red curb. There's a lot of red in this game. I guess red's a nice color to like see after cleaning. So that like makes sense because it's so bright. You know, it would look lovely in a children's hospital. The green is nice too of the cactus. It's also a very good shade of green. I like it. I always have a problem with like, I complain about Pokemon's shiny forms when they turn green because I'm always like, they look ugly, and most of them do look ugly, but it's not like, it's the fault of the shade of green chosen. Like, I just don't think it looks good on a biological animal. Like, assuming these are like creatures, you know? Like, I don't want an animal to look neon green. Sorry, Espeon. You look weird. I stand by that. Goodness gracious, I'm gonna get 2% just cleaning the curb. But also, like, Dragonite's like a really gross shade of green. I feel like shades of green, one, they vary so much, just like, you know, most colors do. But also, like, for a Pokemon, gotta be very active in that choice of choosing that shade of green. Why is this like a neon pink dirt? I don't like it. What made that color? I have concerns. All right, we're getting close to 50%. I'm very excited. Maybe I will be able to... That's Shadow. See what's passing by. All right, I'm gonna have to clean the floor too. Didn't hit 50. I'm just trying to hit 50% right here. Ba, 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 ba. The glare off of the water, cannot see anything. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This also looks like it's just dirt. Like, it looks like I am power washing dirt. Okay, we've hit 50%. Is anything gonna happen? Just gonna... Is nothing gonna happen? Nothing happens, I'm gonna be so sad. If this ticks to 51 and nothing happens, that's gonna be really sad because I definitely need to go so I can eat something, and also I'm gonna forget the next time I stream. Nothing? No cars? No giant house-sized cars? Lou, I was counting on you. I guess I did assume that something would happen at 50%. There was no way to actually know. It's usually right at the percentage, though. I get a text message, something happens. Nothing? We are like into the 50%, guys. I'll clean this curb and then I'm probably gonna have to go eat. Because things don't usually happen. Well, I guess at 25%, but then it would be 25%, 50%. Something happened at 25 No, 20% and 30% and 40, which is why I was expecting something to happen at 50. My gosh, okay. Okay, well, we've officially hit 51 and nothing is happening, so I guess I'm gonna have to leave myself a note. Maybe I'll change my stream title immediately as soon as I stop streaming, just so I can remember what I'm supposed to do. And it's gonna be like a look out for cars or something. Because we're at 51 and nothing has happened, which means now we got to get to like 60 to see if something's going to happen. And if I'm cleaning behind the gas station when it happens, I'm going to be a little bit sad. Oh well. Well, I'm going to head out to eat. I'm going to change my stream title as soon as I stop streaming so I can remember to look out for cars. All right, well, the rest of the gas station next time. If you're still here, go enjoy your December 24th or 25th, depending on what day it is for you and what time zone you're in. But enjoy your festivities. Have a good time. Have good food. Go give someone a hug. And if you have a pet, give them 10 pets from me, please. Have a good one, everyone. I'll see you later. Goodbye.